This film's name is Sunrise, A Son of Two Humans, was made by F.W. at 1927 and tells the story of a man who is lured and instead by a city woman to kill his wife Ralph after selling the farm. The printed his forget good times he had spent with his wife, and he was ready to take her to the river to try to kill him, but succeeded. When he began to act, his sad wife sprinted on the train into the city, and the man went to after him. When they arrived in the city, the couple went to try to rapid and jokes on the street. When they arrived in the city, the couple went to try to attract and jokes on the street, and they found a wonderful restaurant of love. He tottered and turned on the bed, and started sat up from the bed, which indicated he was very scared. His eyes looked sad as if he had found something, and his eyes looked far away, showing that he found something's answer. He slowly closed his eyes, then bent down the head he had struck head with his right hand. His expression was very confused. This was he assented before he wanted to kill his wife. Wife is feeding the chickens gradually, and his curses moments show that his wife is doing housework unsuspectingly. The man hesitated eyes and slow-headed born commented that he was still unwilling to give up to his wife. The constantly afraid frigate of the city woman tempted him to do it with extremely excited discerning her smiling on her faces, showed her motioned around side. Man shook his head and averted the first pointed, trying to fight the temptation, but more and more Ponton reported that the man had been thinking about the city woman. He lifted his hand like breeze and raised his head to look at the door of the room. His eyes and expressions commented that underneath he was still hiding. He had made his choice. He walked slowly towards the door, but he had heading against the wall. His ghost priest repeated that he was under tempted protecting his head, and heading bring wall showed that he felt difficult to face his wife, because the feeling greatly faded in their married life. When the wife entered the door and saw his handler waiting for himself at the door, she was taken aback for a moment and then slow smile on her face. After entering the room, the wife took the baby and left him up, and in cross expression that she was very happy and looking forward to what had just happened. Grandmother kept her hand with a smile and very happy with the arrangement her wife said. The state of the man is completely opposite to that of the other side. The prominent eyes and the stiff expression show that he is very nervous at this time. He hand held his head. It means that he is thinking about the problem that caused him to feel the headache. The wife ran to the clothes body to take off the beautiful clothes from it. The smell and the brain head of the wife covered that she body and the apron got off bolting together. He was bent over at the moment, his eyes protruding and his hair missing. He was alerted the neighbors to explain. This was a very crazy. The wife changed into the beautiful clothes and said goodbye with her grandmother and baby. They all smiled happy that the relationship between the business and the wife had become close. The man walked towards the boat with a strange pace, which meant that the meeting place he was subjected to made he unable to walk stably. Wife patted the watchdog happily, and her interaction with it showed that his wife is very live and properly in life. The man turned his head and looked at the door. His eyes widened and his mouth slightly open. His expression was very furtive. He was afraid that his wife see what he do.